Welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily. You subscribe for daily videos keeping you updated on the entire crypto market. In this video, I want to share with you 6 or 7 altcoins that I still like despite the fact we're in a bear market. I want to share with you 7 crypto projects I think have huge potential over the next few years, and this bear market does not deter that opinion from me. These are altcoins you need to get on your radar if you're in crypto. You need to know about. As we go through this list, let me know if you agree or disagree with my list. Also, obviously, there are other quality altcoins I'm not covering in this video. Comment altcoins below and why you like them, and I'm going to make another list in the future for subscribers. Polygon is one of the best cryptocurrency projects in the space today. I think it's going to be here for years to come, and I think it will continue to get bigger and better. I say it's one of the best projects. When I say that, I'm talking about from a user standpoint, from a development standpoint, market share, being able to implement, integrate, and partner. And the reason it's able to do all this is because it's my belief that Polygon has one of the best teams able to execute in cryptocurrency, and I'll tell you why. The title is How Polygon is Taking Advantage of the Latest Exodus from Terra. So we know that Terra, their ecosystem, more or less imploded, and projects who were in the Terra ecosystem could be many are looking for another place to call home. They could go anywhere. Around 50 distinct crypto projects that were based on the now defunct Terra network have now switched to Polygon. Ryan Watt, CEO of Polygon Studios, expressed his happiness at his network's ability to integrate so many projects into the ecosystem, saying that the Terra Development Fund, a multi-million-dollar initiative by Polygon, has been successful in luring talent that was unpredictably cast into uncertainty when Terra failed in May. Again, these projects could have made their new home anywhere. They specifically chose to join up and hitch their wagon with Polygon, a layer 2 scaling alternative for Ethereum. The Derby Stars play-to-earn game, the One Planet NFT market, and the Lunaverse metaverse platform are a few of the most well-known businesses that have relocated to Polygon. And like I said, they could have went anywhere. They chose Polygon. Polygon, that's a major win. Polygon having major success with this, as opposed to the VeChain ecosystem does not appear to have been as successful at luring Terra projects. Despite VeChain openly inviting Terra developers to apply for a grant, it doesn't seem like many Terra projects have transitioned to VeChain to date. The CEO of Polygon, Wyatt, went on to say that in addition to the 48 pilot projects that are currently moving to Polygon, the network anticipates more projects do the same, saying, quote, "We are opening our arms to all who want to come over. A lesson learned in the Terra collapse is that it is very wise to be an EVM-compatible chain so that you don't have to rebuild. So I just hope that wherever developers go, they go with an EVM in mind for longevity." We'll talk about EVM more when we get to another coin on our list, Polkadot. But Polygon makes our list today at number 1. Next cryptocurrency project making our list of coins I really like. Not an altcoin at all, but I'd be remiss if I didn't put this on a list of coins that I'm hugely excited and bullish about. And we just achieved a major milestone. Bitcoin total number of addresses ever created just hit 1 billion. So of course this number can pretty much only go up unless it just stops altogether going up. So the fact it's still going up is really great. Hitting 1 billion, awesome. And with Bitcoin being the most decentralized, the most censorship resistant, unconfiscatable if you store it properly, undebasable, and with the world waking up to the problems of all of these things and how Bitcoin can help people all over the world with these things, how can you not be bullish? These are the global inflation rates, 200%, 100%. The world needs Bitcoin. As you know, the USA is going through major inflation, and it doesn't even really make the list compared to all these other countries with inflation over 15%? How about over 100, 200%? So Bitcoin makes our list today, hugely bullish, right now under 20K. Solana can sometimes be easy to joke about, but it is becoming increasingly harder and harder to ignore as an alternative to Ethereum and L1. Solana makes our list today for a variety of reasons, mostly because its network effect, its growth cannot be ignored. Let me take you through a few metrics. Solana has grown daily active addresses by 87% year to date. In a bear market, growing active addresses daily by 87% year to date, hell of a metric. Solana NFT volume, again, in a bear market, Solana NFT volume is surging on all platforms. Daily gas fees paid. This is a metric that shows demand to use the block space. When Ethereum had higher fees, the Ethereum community was touting that, saying, damn, there's demand to use our network, hugely bullish. Well, daily gas fees paid, Ethereum versus Solana. As you can see, Solana is heavily competing with Ethereum, sometimes having more fees paid per day than Ethereum in US dollars. Hugely bullish for the network. And with Solana always being one of the first alternative L1s to be integrated into otherwise, Ethereum native platforms like OpenSea, like Coinbase, which is multi-chain, but really favored Ethereum first, then immediately went to Solana. With all this happening, a lot of people are comparing Ethereum, or a lot of people are comparing Solana to where Ethereum was in 2018. Buying Ethereum in 2018 was a huge opportunity, and of course, nobody can predict the future, but just think about it like this. Ethereum did a 60x from the 2018 lows, despite many people calling it to hit zero. If Solana drops to 15K, I think a 50x is in the cards, whilst people call for it to nuke to zero. For those who question the functionality issues and outages, remember that hype always wins. So Solana makes our list today. Next coin making our list is Polkadot. Does anybody in our audience like Polkadot? Well, what is Polkadot? Polkadot is an ecosystem of 100 plus connected, modular, app-specific blockchains, secured, governed, and operated by DOT. Built by Gavin Woods, who invented the Ethereum virtual machine, invented Solidity, and coded Ethereum after Vitalik wrote the white paper. Dan Reeser really did a great job of conveying the value prop of Polkadot in just a couple of minutes. This is from an over hour-long YouTube video broken down to 3.5 minutes. I'm going to break it down to about 90 seconds. If you like Polkadot, if you're interested in Polkadot, listen to Dan.
At its core, Polkadot is really good at two things. So number one, securing blockchains. Polkadot provides security to all the blockchains that you see in this diagram here. Whereas on other ecosystems, other kind of multi-chain ecosystems, I think if you think about like Cosmos and things like that, the biggest difference is that every Cosmos chain has to secure itself, meaning that the developers have to spend time, energy, and resources recruiting validators and lots of capital to secure their chain, to make sure that they have hundreds of millions of dollars to secure their blockchain. The reason why Akala's co-founders 3.5 years ago chose to build on Polkadot after evaluating Cosmos, evaluating ETH2, and Polkadot was because Polkadot provides this security that we can basically just plug our blockchain into. The second thing that Polkadot is really good at is connecting blockchains together. So Polkadot provides native interoperability between all blockchains that are connected to Polkadot. So this new kind of trend that you're hearing about with modular blockchains or application-specific blockchains, Polkadot's been doing this for over 5 years. So Polkadot is kind of making a bet on application-specific blockchains built for specific purposes, which I'll get into about Akala, but this allows a lot of different chains doing one specific thing to work together, rather than kind of legacy platforms like Ethereum trying to be very generic and allow any sort of application, whether that's gaming or DeFi or IoT, Not actually specializing in any one thing, but just trying to do a lot of different things. I've covered a few of these. I think one that I'll mention, bottom left, that's relevant to developers is Substrate. So another reason why Akala chose to build in the Polkadot ecosystem is because of the Polkadot SDK, which is called Substrate. Substrate is modular in nature. Its purpose is to allow us to build specific building blocks or components that we call pallets that allow new functionality to be introduced into the blockchain. The really cool thing about Substrate is a lot of these pallets have already been built, but there's also a lot of pallets that haven't been built or are currently being built. So how do you inject a new pallet or new functionality into a blockchain without causing a huge commotion with a fork? Well, with Substrate, any developer can upgrade their chain without forking. So if you build, let's say Chainlink builds a new pallet for oracles, or let's say Akala builds a new pallet for liquid staking, you can simply add that to your blockchain and upgrade the chain without having to fork. It's a huge deal, and it allows any chain on Polkadot and Polkadot itself to be essentially future-proof because we're constantly upgrading.
Next coin making our list is BNB, Binance's native token. Binance is the biggest cryptocurrency exchange in the world. I think it will continue to dominate. The success of BNB token kind of depends on the success of Binance, the exchange. Thus far, it's been a great bet. I think Binance is going to continue to be the biggest exchange in the world, one of the biggest. And if you believe in the exchange, this is basically why I believe in the BNB token. And plus, with this recent update, Binance burns 44 million in BNB tokens. This is great for tokenomics. So BNB chain, which is now what the token's called, has completed its latest quarterly auto burn token event, taking roughly 444 million worth of BNB out of circulation. Today's burn event is BNB Chain's 20th since the program was launched in late 2017. It's also the third quarterly auto burn, meaning the number of tokens burned was calculated based on the price of BNB and the number of blocks produced by the BNB Chain during the last quarter. BNB Chain also continues to burn a portion of BNB Chain's gas fees in real time. So with more usage, more burning, BNB makes our list. Again, my friends, I'm going to be reading the comments for this video. It tells me if you're a subscriber or not to this channel. And if you subscribe and if you comment and if you have a suggestion for a coin that you think is real quality, even though we're in a bear market, comment your thoughts below. I'll be reading, I'll be responding. And our final coin making our list today, it's a surprise for you because it's a new one. Ethereum Layer 2 Starkware confirms StarkNet token. So another L2 token is dropping. Optimism just did this. Starkware, which is a highly anticipated L2 solution for Ethereum, confirming its StarkNet token. Obviously, it will be volatile. There'll probably be an initial dip, but after a while, I would be bullish on the token because I'm bullish on this project. Starkware has confirmed its plans to launch token for its StarkNet network. The new token will be used for on-chain governance, paying transaction fees on the StarkNet Layer 2 network, and rewarding operators for processing transactions. 50.1% of the total token supply will be distributed by the Starkware Foundation through various community-oriented initiatives. So if you're using Starkware, you might get that free airdrop. If you use Ethereum in general, you might get that free airdrop. Similar to how Optimism is doing it. Either way, StarkNet token makes our list today. My name is Aaron at Altcoin Daily. Click on either of these two videos. I'll see you tomorrow, my friends.